investors coming from outside the country with briefcases to come to our country and get rich, and they go back with trunks of billions of dollars. When our own country, we are still in abject poverty. And that is the thing which we want to bring to an end. We want the people of Zambia to benefit from their natural resources. We have seen our doctors. Our doctors, it is very difficult to identify any hospital in this country which is owned by our own Zambians. But we have seen our brothers and sisters from outside the country, they have come to set up hospitals in our country on expense of government resources which government spend on our graduates who graduated from the University of Zambia and other universities, the School of Medicine. We encourage our people to invest in the health sector because the way our brothers and sisters are investing in the health sector, we can do it as the people of Zambia. So for today, let us trickle down now into the happenings in the country in the area of economy. When we started talking about IMF, I started engaging IMF. We wanted IMF to disclose, to have a full disclosure of the agreement which they had with our government of the Republic of Zambia. They refused to tell us. We engaged our government through the Minister of Finance and Secretary to Treasury, and they failed to give the people of Zambia the full disclosure of the agreement with IMF. What we have seen now, we have seen that IMF and other creditors, they have pulled out from the deal with Zambia. So as a country, we have gone back to square zero again. And we want to urge the government of His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema. I'm used to talk about Edgar Lungu, you know, because of the good things he did to this country. So the government of Mr. Hakainde Hichilema to come back to the people of Zambia, to consult the people of Zambia the next move to take when we start engaging the IMF. These IMF we see, they are not our friends. They don't love us. They just want to come and get what they want to get from the people of Zambia. Those boys and girls in Washington, they are not our friends. All of you, you know that those boys and girls are not our friends. They just want to come and reap our natural resources from the people of Zambia. We want the government to engage the people of Zambia. Let them engage the people of Zambia. The economy is very bad. The economy is very bad. We are buying a 25 kg of millimere at 300 kwacha. 300 kwacha. Bamayo kukaunda square fyapa. Tabale kwanisha. Mukamangomu. Tabale kwanisha. Kukabushi. Tabale kwanisha. Kubwengwa. Tabale kwanisha. Ukushita 300 kwacha. Inchito yesu ifwe ma politician. Kwafu abantu. Enchito yesu. Tuisa kubantu mukubeba tukamichitire efi. Tukamibwesesha fuel. Tukamibwesesha obunga. Because ama bosses bama politician ifwe. Bantu. Ebene bamaka bantu. Nomba abantu nga balechula. Abantu balechula. Ninshi nchito yesu from a politicians. Ninchito nshi. Doreshe ni economy yesu for it. The mining sector. Copper Belt Province. Because in a Copper Belt Province, yaba kumutima. Copper Belt Province, yaba kumutima. Bantu kulia ekwa bomu toto wesu in Copper Belt Province. Copper Belt Province ineta paru ingamfu nyako. Abantu Copper Belt Province, bale chula. Bale chula abantu Copper Belt Province. Tulefwa ya government yaba Hakainde Hichilema ipose kwa mano ku Copper Belt Province. Copper Belt Province walikwata ama natural resources. We have natural resources in Lufwanyama, Mpongwe, Kalulushi, Kitwe, Mufurira, Chambishi, Chirilabombwe, Ndola, Masaiti, name it. Tete tusumine abantu barechula ifeyo. Tete tusumine ifeyo Copper Belt Province. Na dilandire kuma press briefing ya fumine kwa Copper Belt Province. Economy ili mwaisiyo. Na papene economy chili mwaisiyo. Turefuaya wa president akaenda ichema's government. Balode kishepo padi Copper Belt Province. Abantu ba Copper Belt Province barechula. Ngawaya Copper Belt Province. Abantu barekabira no kukwata 2 kwacha. Just inete 2 kwacha barekulomba peniko 5 kwacha. Peniko 2 kwacha. Tatulesekera moifwe yo kwebata abantu baretulomba ama 2 kwacha. Tatulesekeramo turefuaya abantu baba empowered abantu bakwata amachito. Ofo turefuaya. President Edgar Chagwa Lungu in 2017-2018 he toured Copper Belt Province. When those investors they started misbehaving, he came to the Copper Belt Province when I was the minister for Copper Belt Province, and he promised those investors that I will close all these mines. I will close the mines, and we are going to diversify our economy from copper dependency into agriculture. By saying amabweta yabola yo, amabweta yabola ndefisala because abalesekeramu tema Zambians, abalesekeramu bantu bambi, ebalesekeramu muma minerals yesu. Okay? Ebalesekeramu. That's why if we number mentality yesu kwema Zambians, tuakwata mentality ya begging. E mentality tuakwata. That's why mule monokula ikata abantu ba amuntu akwata kofeka motoka ikateni. Umuntu akwata kofeka famu ikateni. Ila mentality ni mentality ya poverty mentality. And that mentality we should to move out of that mentality. Let us move. Trefwaya inero na ile China. The governor for provinces we visited Bale land that by 2030 we want to make our own Chinese who are trillionaires in dollars because we want to be doing business within ourselves. No, but for Zambia, no muntu kukwata $50,000 mulandu mwe bantu. No, but ni country ya shani. Nishtwala ikala shani. Inso yesu kula yafye ubwali na kapenta. Enchito yesu. Ichio tafya bombe yo. Tatwa asumine ukutwale ichalo chesu chibe a begging country. We want our people to invest in our economy. We want our fellow Zambians to have money. Ama Zambians ngaba kwa tempia nish government ya kwa tempia. Ama Zambians ngaba kwa tempia nish government ya kwa tempia. Nomba mlefu atre begging atre begging. Nefyo fia nefyo that ya bona. We want to urge our Minister of Mines Kabuswe nangwa kwa tefutumbua mukanwa munanja alikuwa tefutumbua mukanwa fika fuma file futumbua by 2026. You are going to see the real issues which is happening in the mining sector. But President Vali Tamfio Munesu Chirundi Kenchito alifeni provincial minister ngaine. Ba Tamfia Chirundi Kenchito bakano kutamfia Kabuswe. Because Chirundi Kangari Rufianya ni shua Rufianya sana ni Minister of Mines. Wa Rufianya sana ni Minister of Mines. Inenga nari President inga nari Tamfishe Kabuswe na aleka na Minister wa province ambo kubomba. Because the mining sector falls under Minister of Mines. So umuine wa maini takwe chomulandu bapela umuntu ulolekesha fye as a general prayer. Oba eba tino kwe chomulandu. Ifyo takwa bayo. So therefore no kwa mulandi chirundiko kwa tule enda fyo no muto wa eminina because tapado for what sta. Abali ingiri okubana problem bena Kabuswe. Ebali ingiri okubana na problem. Abena Kabuswe bale chinja gold yaingira mukopa gold tabala ipima yaingira mu katuishingani mu iron yaingira mu silver umuine Kabuswe katuishingani ngani profit katuishi. So economy ya Copper Belt Province ilefai kuwa improved. Agriculture ifolo twambire okumweba oyu Minister wa Agriculture Mutolo kweba tiwe Mutolo nishindi mu parliament inopo bamfunishe mu parliament first cha number 1 nalebebe shinka elo inena alebebe rapo bali ama MPs nalebebe rapo njere ya useless MPs because you are failing to advise the president and you are failing to manage this economy. Economy ya Mzambia kuitsa manage tayashupa nangu panono. That's why namnyeveri ati bakanja shimekwe chalo echi for 3 months nkati shingulu sheine because economy ita yashupa ye tayashupa nangu panono yo ichi chalo kutwachi shingulu sha bamba no kutota Mazambia nzati ngoyo ali kwisoyo because ichalo echi twalikwata indalama meshai kalafenga walosha ku Northwestern indalama mbwe walolesha kuchongwe indalama mbwe walolesha kulufunsa waya pakopa belt waya ku Southern Province indalama waya ku Northwestern Province indalama shabako kuti twafira okulaninga chino chalo sure ichalo cha ikwatire indalama fe indalama shai kalafe konse fe indalama so tulefo okweba agriculture minister okwebati taking agriculture seriously nga wakano taking agriculture seriously ninchi ichalo tapali oko chalaya nga wakano taking agriculture seriously ninchi ichalo tapali oko chalaya. Agriculture is a main sector of our economy which we have to invest in as a government to start investing in agriculture. Nga twachita invest mu agriculture twakwate vyakulya nishi twasova muchalo nishi twasova twachita protect abantu abena Zambia apatuli nomba na quality ya vyakulya na ichinja quality ya vyakulya fyali mu PF fyali fyapimwa baishi batoke in 25 kg quality niso nomba economy apa irubene mwaleto bunga ti zanisi katina ZNS milimiu mwaleto obunga ZNS milimiu tatwaishwa no upima obungo bobwinyo obunga ni nani tatwaishiba bweni nani ugayo obunga tatwaishiba ifigayo ofo twashire ifo fyali fye tatu ifigayo ofo twashire inena ashire chigayo cha Chongwe milling plant iya abafyapa ngamule ingira mchongo umunandi malozo sichone ashire chigayo kumpika chimo umunandi adife ya mukale ashire chigayo kumonze chimo nomba chide chigayo efire twala mabunga yonsa ya Shoprite ero mailo na alipati chigayo chichapa Chongwe charishima baganstan shubunga agriculture minister opose kwa mano abena Zambia baleranda tofo mfunishe na road block yonse muchalo mulefu amule pishe fima GMO food ifya kuingira muno muchalo cyose cha Zambia ala tien tuperi abena Zambia omuchinji abena Zambia bali tupero omuchinji nako tien tubapere omuchinji so agriculture tien tupose kwa mano abantu agriculture balerika fenali kurufanya makumi esukulya abantu nabakana no kwakana fertilizer nabalanda tatwakana fertilizer mutupere fertilizer yakwanina mulefu abantu bambye kulakana fertilizer mutolonga ali mu parliament wa mulolesha aleranda tapada bala yakana fertilizer wa mutontonga yakushoyo lishiluna ngwale tontonka nyoyo ale mona kwati babomba mwi blanket ifo tumona fo babomba ifo insto Yesu kuba tita monitor and you have been monitoring them. Mutolo abafe in government for 2 years. I was in government for 5 solid years. And being in government, Mutolo abomba fye nama taken to Barabe na Rhine ministry. Me, I was working with the soldiers. I was working with the ZAF. I was working with the intelligence. And I was working with police. Okay? So in understanding your government, I know more than Mutolo. I know more than Kabuswe. Because inena ishibe chalo. Okay? Inena rebomba na abantu abasunge chalo. Oba na rebomba na. Na rebomba na basoja. Na rebomba na bazafu. Na rebomba na bakapokola. Na rebomba na ba intelligence. Ero ndepaku bomba twale ikala as a group natwikala nde umfwa ndetina nokutina to kanshi chalo ifo chawe inenga na myeba ndefo okuteka ninji shibofo ndanda poni shina lipia kale nina lipia. I'm qualified, more than qualified to govern this country, more than qualified. So mutolo umfwe kokubena Zambia baperi omufundo abena Zambia iwo fyonse fye kwangala fyonse kwangala mwila angala kuli agriculture, mwila angala kuli agriculture bapeni omufundo bapeni seed. Agriculture ifu yale isa bwino sana olo twakwete minister wesu Katambo chali moneka nokumoneka fire moneka. I was in charge of Lusaka. I knew the beneficiaries of PSIP in our province. I was visiting those beneficiaries. Even the time when they were collecting fertilizers from our depots, I was there physically, seeing, because we were providing transport to them so that we can take fertilizer to their doorstep, because we respect the farmers. We know that these are the farmers who feed the nation. So we have to respect them. We have to make sure that twabapera komuchinshi impia kadabale fokisa mukusendanga basombola kakulako by reducing on their transport and by giving them fertilizer and other seeds so that they can work on their big fields. That's what we were doing. So ba mutolo mupose kwa mano. Not you kumulesa mwa yo if as the government will continue exporting maize and millet. Ama Zambians bakakufunyapo mu 2026 because ama Zambians ebene bachalo yo mutolo te chalo chove chino. Ama Zambians ebene bachalo chino cha Zambia. The other thing which would want us to talk about kudi area shiri fumine yo baediga nabapya ninshi bambire okulanda pali kama benefits yabo mwe bantu iwe wine iwe wa community we nga wabomba pamantendi tekuya mukwete kuteke kangena tepe mulanda ati kangena ati zangena zangena. Why? Because it's your money. You have worked for that money. Simple. You have worked for that money. Okay? Edgar Chagwalungu was the president for 7 solid years. And those things are entitlements. Let him get his entitlements. President Lungu is a human being just like President Hakainde Hichilema, just like me, just like you, and others. And we have to enjoy the human rights. Freedom to associate, freedom of expression, freedom to join any association or political party. Just now, we have just received that the former president from Malawi, he has decided to come back into active politics. We have to respect human rights. We have to respect human rights. President Edgar Chagwalungu is just claiming what belongs to him. Give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. That's all. Okay? That's all. So, now twishwa shimirandu chiri mukoti barepo ayo kulolekesha po twalanda po fye pantu ama Zambians na chira mona pa social media yo president na chitanani na ali broko ma president Edgar Chagwalungu kuti wa broko ine shiri broko how president Lungu abe broko ine shiri broko na kwa tare yomu inalega aloba president Lungu bate mwafyo kulyesabi ifisashi binzi oyo batemwa kulya wa president Lungu nomba kuti baba shani broko bafiro kushita ifisashi mbalala tinkubala tete bafirwe na ifwe po tuli ifwe kutwala twatwala embushi twatwala enkoko twatwala so mwebe na Zambia mwituleta elo mwilenga twambye okumoneka kwati twalichula sana awe mwilenga twambye okumoneka efyo ba president Edgar Chagwalungu ni ba government asset na para peni bali ni ba government asset ba peni nyotoka ba peni ndalama shabo bakulire ninganda ifo twali kulira ba arabi nganda twali bakulira very beautiful house in Makeni ba PF tabala ndire kwati Arabi waisa ma politics to ko indala mashobe washikata awe barabi bare ikala bare bapera nempia government. We should not take Zambia as personal to order. All of us, we are stakeholders. Me, I'm a Zambian. I am a Zambian, and I'll continue to talk on issues pertaining to our country. I'll continue to discuss that. So our President Edgar Lungu, but anything that I'm a shout. Nishi mule batini na so, but one thing kapondo, kakari pa ground, takalanda bati kakari. Okay? Inena adimu Israel Edgar Lungu na adibomba na kwetalandalanda bati mukari kutami guturusha ba UPN so kumi guturusha so nenshitara shala. If you have a Edgar. Nangwa bapene fye mumuleke fye omwine engire na muchalo. Chino chalo by the end of 2024 nishikapeti ina avansula kati. Nishediga na ansula kare kapeti. Today I'm 2025, 2026 ni hand over chalo. Okay? Elo vote for today fire. Tapari ukachusha bamutinta, tapari ukachusha benamianda, tapari ukachusha those my nephews the aka in the Ichilema, tapari ukachusha aka in the Ichilema as former president, as long as I'll be in the next government. Tapari, because we want to open up a new page. We want to open up a new thing in the political fraternity. We want to open up the new thing. Okay? So, if you can't say Tika Pari by Edgar Chagwa, they are just politics. Who told you that Edgar Chagwa is not allowed to participate in our political discourse? Who told you? Who told you that? Who told you that? President Edgar Chagwa is free to participate. Very free to participate because he's a Zambian. He is a Zambian. And where we have reached now, the people who have identified Edgar Chagwa as Zambians, the biggest opposition to government of the day is the people of Zambia. Not PF. PF ngamulefu ya kuti tuami bela mwatushira kofe Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Tuayana mu 2026. We can bet the people of Zambia, they will vote for Edgar Chagwa Lungu. The political party, Edgar Chagwa Lungu, it's not PF. It's the people of Zambia's platform. That is the biggest political party which Edgar Chagwa Lungu is enjoying. It's the people of Zambia's platform, not PF. The people of Zambia. The issue to do with my young boy, Mouse, it's a non-issue. We should not even discuss about it. It is a non-issue. So let us work as a team. Let us bring this country together. Let us be united. We are all Zambians. As Zambians, we don't bow to political parties. We bow to our Lord Jesus Christ. Because a bossy never shema. Ever bossy. All of us, we are equal. We are all Zambians. And we should respect each other. So, issue Yaba Edgar Chagwa Lungu. It's a non-issue. It's a very straightforward issue. It's more like here, abomba kuzesco. The lawyer they can stop zesco. Adea mupoka ma pensions ya kuba mwebati. Tuala kuchongwa kano kya kuchongwa that ndia kukasama. Bazesco baambo kwebati atakupele mpia shobe pantule ya kusakasama taule ya kuchongwa. That is being ridiculous. Huh? That is being ridiculous. Okay? Teni tuchindike former president. Teni tuchindike former president. Because former president's office is an institution. Okay? It is an institution. So tieni tuchindike for president. Tieni tuchindike the Republican president's office. Because that is an institution. And whatever thing which is happening to President Edgar Chagwa Lungu today, we don't want this thing to happen to President Hakainde Hichilema after 2026. We want to make sure that that office is respected. The issue to do with arrests in our country. When I was in Kabwe buying pie at Estaros in Kabwe, Ilintu banjikete na isalo de shapa padi exchange dollar change late. Yanina. Never tweak attack of it. The cooperating partners, they are not happy. Why kata ma opposition leaders? Hello, if we number tuambio kumitema. Why kata kasonde mwenda kitu. Dola ya kwela. Ero ba ikete musukwa ya Africa na over 25 kwacha. Because if in tutabateme no cooperating partners. Your dollar nishile kwela na dollar ile kwela because there is no confidence from the cooperating partners to this government. When you change government in 2026, you see the real value for your money. You see the real value for the money. Your money, you see the real value. Edgar was governing this country. We had floods and droughts during Edgar Chagwa Lungu's tenure. We had COVID during Edgar Chagwa Lungu's tenure. We had cholera during Edgar Chagwa Lungu's tenure. But the economy was stable. The economy was stable. So many countries were closed down. Edgar Chagwa Lungu managed to control this economy when it was not fashionable. Even to big countries like Greece, Italy, name them, from Europe, they were closed down. But Edgar Chagwa Lungu managed to push this country through thick and thin. Why? Because he was thinking about my sister, my brothers in Mutendere, those who are hairdressers, the barbershop guys in the compound, those people who do business as mouth and to mouth. He was thinking about those people. That's why we managed to pull through with the COVID-19. A lot of people died, not only in the compound, including the Minister of Lusaka was admitted in the ICU because he was sick with the COVID-19. But President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, he was looking at the bigger picture. He was looking at the bigger picture. I was almost fired, myself and Chirufia, when we pressurized President Edgar Lungu in cabinet that let us close this country because the levels of COVID, they are now uncontrollable. President Lungu told us, Bowman, Chirufia, if you are not ready to govern the people of Zambia, resign or tell me I repress you in cabinet. And we went to Chirufia's office and we laughed at that, and Chirufia told me, Bowman, bossy, so if we check pete fie, amachet. Ofo to pete de amachet. And Jeba Chirufia, Bowman ni Lusaka province, inena labutuka ne chalo. Chirufia ngamule mtumina phone, and I want to salute him. Chirufia, he had to put himself 100% before the people of Zambia. Now let me to mina Chirufia phone ninshi na lala, but yale bombo. Okay? Anytime more ale kwata finangu 2 minutes ale for kutusha, but ninshale bombo. We had nice updates from Ministry of Health, nice updates, accurate updates with our doctors, professors who are giving updates. Yesterday I was told that 36 people died in Lusaka through cholera, and I was shocked. I said, this is news to me. And they are saying we have more than 1,000 cases in Lusaka. And I was very shocked. Because 36 lives, it's a lot. Even to lose one life is a lot. So let this government know that they are working on behalf of the people of Zambia. So those are the things which I wanted to discuss with you today. And I know you want me to talk about the Patriotic Front. Patriotic Front, we are intact, very strong, very organized in all our structures. I was just coming from Copper Belt and Central Province. Our structures are intact, and all of them, they know that we have one president, one Edgar Chagwa Lungu, one Secretary General, Rafał Nakachinda, and the structure of PF is very intact. That's why today I can even boast that I'm a Deputy National Mobilization Chair under the leadership of His Excellency President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. And those others who wants to be presidents, let them just join the queue. Mao Sampa, the reason why he's behaving like this is because he can't even manage to win my councillor. If I bring my councillor Mwanza from Kabushi constituency or Jobs from Luvuto Ward to compete with Maos, they'll win. Because Maos have no people. Tapari over Tapari. Okay? So na mombe never media. Mwida from today, ngana umfuati mwemba media mwamba kuitati Maos president. Ngamitwala kukoti. Inewe inenebo ngamitwala na kukoti. Because hii mwemba media mwarishiba kwa ati Maos nikabwala ala. Mwarishiba. Kwa ati Maos nikabwala ala. The thing which Maos did is a coup d'etat. He was trying to do a coup d'etat, but he failed to penetrate. And the people are supporting Maos. It's a shame. It's a shame. You know the truth, and you want to support an illegality. How? How? So na imwe newa media. Ngamuamu na mwebe ni mwache nutet. Take to support. Because supporting that illegality, you are telling the people of Zambia that Mukuka can go to Prisma Hotel today, corrects the street kids, and he declares that I've taken over FAZ as FAZ president. And we start calling Mukuka as Football Association of Zambia president. And you people of you media, you start quoting Mukuka as Football Association of Zambia president. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Because where is your integrity as a media? Because you have got ethics. Even you media, you have got ethics. Can you quote a criminal? You even know that this is a criminal. You quote him as president. Shame upon ZNBC. Shame upon ZNBC. They even have a 19 hours news. They even mention the name of a criminal as president. Shame upon you. Shame upon you. So now we'll start taking media houses. If it's cabinet, you mention the name of Mao Sampa as the president. The following day you receive summons and you go and explain in the courts of law why you are calling a criminal a president of an organization, well-established organization. Police, now we will stop suing the police. The police, they have got their numbers and names. We will now pick the names and the numbers of those particular police. We will sue them in their personal individuals. Because enough is enough. Ka pension kobe kadawa abombera 27 years kuma lawyers. And you become a destitute because of supporting wrong things. Because it's not normal. The way police are behaving, it's not normal. But me, I have a goodwill with police service in this country. From Livingstone to Pata, where I interact with them, they have been telling me, "Ba minister, abantu bale tuchusha. Na ifo ifinto ifiture kisata turesekera mo na ifo fwebene. Ka turesekera mo. Turea ku kunchito atwamu kubomba baranda tampeni kupepeka Bowman. Naba kupepeke Bowman finsha atita Bowman. Ati yo Bowman pinga haya pe pamarket abantu balafula. Ni destiny yobe. Ni destiny yobe. No wabika mu destiny muri Bowman ati abe love dikubani. Nishu winga mukanisha. Lonani afumine ku kunani ku katako kwa World Cup Messi. Before talafika kunganda kunya kwa ali abantu fulu. Niya ni rofu assembly. Messi ali beta bali ati sen kunganda. Inenga na amkushita olo balesa bene baileta. Bantu balintemwa. Balintemwa abantu. So ninga nalanda ti defo kuchishingulu shako shaka chinguru sheneka kachinguru sha na bena Zambia because abena Zambia balanda Bowman chinguru shet so bakapokola muira unkwekire nieva ba politicians. No, some as politicians sometimes we are useless. We act through our egos, not through our brains. Sometimes we are useless people. Ndakwa time yako ati ama politician yonse yafumeko ichalo chile iraninga fecheka better. Because politicians sometimes are useless. We are useless sometimes because we think with our egos, not our brains. The things which is happening in our country today, you can even see that they are not using their brains, they are using their egos. You can even see that. So bakapokola ubupuba bwesu former politician imwe muchulilemo. Why? Fish mwala chulilamo mubupuba bwesu. Nish mwala chulilamo. Mule bakanina. Ngabalande fintu shkweta mano mwabe batawe not if we can't go on like this. This is our country. And the technocrats, as we come and go, as politicians, we come and go. Technocrats will remain there. Okay? If what we say, because what I tell you, 25 years, what we are kind of 5 years, popo. Edgar Chabalungu had 7 years. Afumapo, but abantu basana, wow. Iwe pari yofuta watchile, ofo tulinkie, tukuweke se shepo. But you got 10 years, bafumapo. Barabi, 3 years, bafumapo. Bamwanawasa, 7 years, bafumapo. Basata, 3 years, bafumapo. And you can't force the people of Zambia. You can't force them to be their president if they have said no. Eno mchalo mumie sutapabo wakana po kumapari bu president. But yama soja mumona, their allegiance is to the constitution of Zambia. Constitution. Baka poko da babe ni aba. Eba kaya ikata na Jack Mwimbu. Aba same police. Eba kaya mwikata babe ni Alex preside over. Eba kaya mwikata why? They respect and their allegiance is to the constitution. Okay? Kampiongo baka pokolo bare ebwari nabo. Eba mwikata, isn't it? Because the police, their allegiance is to the constitution of Zambia. So mwiramu na kwati yo ifo tuli na baka pokola ba UPND ba dipwa itirenga kwetu ba UPND bare meka kwa political party. It's because of the police. Give Bowman a free lane in this country. Just give him what Bowman, go and do your political activities. 1 month there will be no UPND in this country. 1 month. And I've challenged the police, give me one rally. Sayu Azusaka, Central, Copper Belt, Inefieneka, not at Shad, Inefieneka. And I will show you that UPND is nowhere to be seen because the people of Zambia, they have already decided. The people of Zambia, they have decided. So, Ichalo Chino belongs to you, Zambians, not if we're a politician. If we're a politician, we safie, no kuya. But Ichalo Chila Shala. So, in our media, Chieni, Muwombele Pamone, not to Womba Pamona ifwe, Wombele Pamone Chalo. Work with the constitution of Zambia. Now, I'm constitution of Zambia. Coup d'etat is a treasonable offense. Treasonable offense. Mao's today is supposed to be in prison. It's supposed to be in prison. Today, he's supposed to be in prison. And Mao has committed an offense which you shall follow him to his grave. That offense which Mao has committed, it will follow him to his grave. Today, he can enjoy the security from the incumbency. Tomorrow, that security won't be there. Tomorrow, that security won't be there. And the people of Zambia, they will say, take Mao to court. Take him to court. And you go to court. And the court, they will preside over his cases. And before even entering the courtroom, Mao will be found guilty. Mao will be found guilty. Before even Nama papers Tabala Isula, he will be found guilty. So the best thing to do, let us respect the constitution of our country and let us respect the people of Zambia. The government should leave, the politicians should leave government technocrats alone. Don't take or turn technocrats into politicians. Nina di bomana ma technocrats. Nga ba fima machine fiabo fe ba isala katipa ero ni mfimona na bambo kufisala. Fima machine fida na bambo kufisala. So very soon fikesa isala katipa ba president tapadi echoba katita. Because I'm a technocrats, Tabafoya, no Kubanga, Shama technocrats. They are serious people and they don't want to be associated with politics. So for me, I want to thank you and I want to thank the people who have been watching. And we want to promise you that this is our last press briefing for 2023 and we are looking forward to 2024. And I want to wish the media fraternity the festival season, happy Merry Christmas and prosperous 2024. Because the Bowman and media, you can't separate Bowman and the media fraternity because I've worked with media fraternity from inception when we were die-hard youth wing coordinator up to that. We have been working with media. So for me, I'm part of you. I'm also part of the media fraternity of this country and I want to encourage you. You have been a good partner and you have helped the people of Zambia to know what they want to know, to entertain them and to educate them. So thank you very much and may God bless you all. Any questions?
Thank you, Honorable Lusambo. It's been a great speech, isn't it? At this point, colleagues, I'd like to ask those that have put questions. Let's ask questions that you may have. I don't know what you said. I think we have all noticed that a number of things has been touched on. So let's have questions. You can just raise your hand and then pose your questions. More questions are encouraged. Those that have got a question to ask, please let's ask. Yes, Andrew. Anybody with a question at the back? Yes, sir, you want to ask a question? All right, if there are no questions, it means what has been said is exactly the truth. You can see my sister, yes, you can raise and just tell us where you're coming from. Pardon?
Can you hear me?
Yes, you can just raise and tell us where you're coming from. And then...
My name is Cindy Mandela, coming from Millennium TV. So you mentioned about the government involving the people when it comes to making decisions that to do with the IMF and other things. But then I want to find out from you, since you talked so much about the economy, what measures would you advise the government to put in place in order to stabilize the economy, seeing that it's now in ICU?
Thank you. Do we have any other question? Please, let's have at least 3 more to ask. Before people can ask, you can respond to that question. I can see 2 more. Yes, you can just tell us your name and please ask.
I want to get your comment based on a statement that was said by the Vice President in Parliament. The dollar currently is at 5.
Volume. You can raise your voice.
The Vice President in Parliament the other week said
Thank you, Christopher. Yes, sir, please ask.
I just want to get a comment from you in regards to the volatile situation in Parliament. I noticed that situation actually started with your time, and there has been so much high confidence, for lack of a better term, in the House. What do you make of the status quo regarding Parliament?
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll start with my sister here. My sister, the responsibility of a caring government is to add value to its citizens. That is a responsibility number one. What is our job as politicians? The politician's job is to give the political will to the technocrats so that they can operate on the issues concerning the people of Zambia rightly. Our economy, I don't know if we even have an economy now, because things are very bad. Things are very, very bad. The first priority, Mr. Musokotwane, the Secretary to Treasury, economic advisor to the President, and the President himself, they would have sat by now and start thinking of subsidizing the fuel, subsidizing the midi meal of this country. Because as a country, we have money. As a country, we have money. The first thing is to subsidize our economy. We gave tax holiday. Kuri ba mwana mala yambi. Katwa bechi no ko bafuma. Twabapela tax holiday. Abantu besu ama Zambians mwabapela tax ikulu. Ama Zambians namwishwati ama light bali lunda. Walishwati ama light bali lunda. Are you aware? And ama light bachiri bali lunda. Na next year bakalunda. First quarter, second quarter bakalunda. Third quarter bakalunda. But badia mwabapela tax holiday. Nomba ifwe ba pie fofo toiletita. Toilet sende mpia chakumaini ama taxes. Tuapela bena Zambia. Tuapela fuel which was subsidized. Tuapela midi meal which was subsidized. Na bali abene ba IMF abadaisa kuno. Ulia president wa IMF ulia mukashana. Ashite fya kulia fya kwe fya ba subsidized. Kulia ku United States. Hello Aisa kuno. Aisa toba tufinyeni kwa masubsidy. That is being stupid. That's being stupid. Okay? Uria fuirio kuisa kuno Aisa mukutulanga. Efyo nomba ma Zambians twala babikira ko more subsidies so that ubunga bufume pali 120 kwacha opo twabushire bwise pali 70 kwacha bwise pali 50 kwacha. Not kwamba kunonike fintu ififire nini. So answering your question, the best remedy to what is happening now is to give subsidy to fuel, subsidy to mili meal. And we have money to pay for the gap where we are going to remove to subsidize mili meal and fuel. We have a lot of money. Bela mibepa. Tuwalikwata walishiba kajamu yesu kulufanyama. It's the biggest open pit kajam mine in the world. We make a lot of money. We have a lot of money. We have a lot of money. So in Nenga Mwampela, the president, Mukampera, Mukachitana appreciate because in Pia, Shai Kalafe Turashimonafe consent. Turashimonafe consent. Now, Mule Ingida Nombana Muka Unda Swayo. Umuntu ashtisha to milk 6. Mwatuma mabazedara atubambe okulipira tax bali pay tax bali pay tax. You're killing all the businesses. Small scale entrepreneurs. You're killing them. Shishibena Mubanga ministry yako for elected. Because by now Mubanga's ministry is supposed to be closed. Because it's not making sense. It is not making sense. Okay? It is not making sense. Mubanga's ministry today is supposed to be a department at the IDC. Supposed to be a department at IDC. Because there's nothing that is doing. We're just wasting money to pay permanent secretaries, to pay ministers, to pay directors, to pay supporting staffs. We're just wasting the money. So the answer to your question, my sister, is to bring back subsidies to fuel and midi meal. That is the best. The issue to do with Madam Narumango. By now, you should know that Madam Nalumango, she's a dramatist. You should know that. You should know that. Because Madam Nalumango, tawakwata independent mind. Tawakwata independent mind. Madam Nalumango parliament, tawakwata answers. You have to get the video for Madam Inonge Wina, a video for Nevas Mumba, the video for Enoch Kabindele, when they were leaders of business in parliament, and many other vice presidents. Put them here, analyze them. You'll tell me that the worst vice president is Madam Nalumango because she has no information. She's blank. She has no information. I can do better than her because I understand the issues better than her. I understand politics better than her. I understand the economy better than her. So there is no way statistics doesn't lie. There is no way a normal vice president can issue a statement in parliament talking about the movement of the dollar today and saying if PF was still here, would have been getting dollar at 60 kwacha. Shame upon her, as we had planned. When you go to the Ministry of Finance, there, as PF, we had economic recovery plan. There, ask this minister, Musokotwan. We had a very rich program there, economic recovery plan. And that economic recovery plan for Zambia, it anchored on home-based solutions. Home-based solutions. By this time, we would have been getting a dollar at 10 kwacha because we had a plan. We would have been giving the people of Zambia mealie meal at 50 kwacha because we had a plan by this time. So now, Madam Vice President, she's still dreaming. She's speaking as if she's in opposition. Madam Vice President, wake up. You are a vice president in the ruling party, not in opposition. Give the people of Zambia answers and statistics which will help them. Because talking about skiste kwacha, that is drama. As when we were coming out of government, our dollar rate was at $1 to 15 kwacha. And we are proud of that. Very proud of that. We fired Kariaria because he was incompetent. We fired him because he was incompetent. He couldn't talk about real economy. Kariaria's economy is a book economy from University of Zambia where they limit their thinking from page 1 to page 50. Our economy in the real world, we don't limit things or thinking in the book. You think outside the box. You think outside the box. That's why today, Zimbabwe's economy, despite thousands of sanctions, it is still ticking. It's still ticking. But for you, Zambia, ka sanction think about me abantu kufwechkwefwe. So go and tell Madam Nalumango that Bowman the bulldozer said, "You are still sleeping. Wake up." And the people of Zambia, they're still waiting for a 25 kg mealie meal at 50 kwacha. Tell her that the people of Zambia, they're still waiting for a dollar at 12 kwacha. Tell her that the people of Zambia, they're still waiting for 8 bags for one FISIP beneficiary. Tell her the people of Zambia, they're still waiting for that. They are not here to be entertained by jokes. And tell her that 2026 she'll go back to her farm in Ingwelele. That's where she belongs. Go and tell her that she belongs in Ingwelele. Go and tell her. So for me, we had a plan. And our plan was to make sure that we reduce the exchange rate and other commodities in our in our country. We wanted this economy to grow at a very fast rate. That's why when you go to Rufanyama, President Edgar Chagwa opened up a farm block. You go to Central Province, we opened up farm blocks. You go to Northern Province, we are now trying to connect Malawi to Kazala railway line, because we had the plans. You see, the people went to Chipata. They went to celebrate on the Muchinji railway line. That is our baby. That is our baby. Aba bantu tapali ko bapangapo. Kyonse bali kusanga twalipanga. If we had the vision 2030, a vision twakweteza. Vision 2030. So nga ninebona ali president. Ichalo echinga twali chingulusha. Nama policies yesu nga mwale amnatoka. This is a good policy. This is a good policy. Education twali kwatile plan is masana. Not Abu Ferrer and that free education. That is a joke. That is a joke. So go and tell Madam Nalumango that the bulldozer said, you are still dreaming. You are still sleeping. Wake up. We only have 1 year to go. You can't be doing drama in that important house. You can't. She's a president. She's a second to President Hakainde Hichilema. She's supposed to show the people of Zambia that she has got data, but she's very blunt, just like the ministers there. Very blunt. If President Hakainde Hichilema won't fire those ministers, I don't know where we are going, because those ministers are useless. Most of those ministers are useless. They don't know what they are doing. They are useless. Issue to do with my brother. What was the issue? Oh, the status quo in parliament. Now, status quo in parliament. Parliament abo na wile ni ba speaker. Abeni. Ebo na wile the parliament was speaker. If I was president, I would have removed that speaker. Speaker number 1, and the second, the third speaker, that man. Those two supposed to come out of that parliament. Tapa inoko mlemo na pale. Mudam parliament no mbali ne muka fumama coffee. Elo bakambo ku ita respect. Tapa inoko mlemo na pale. Tote nipia kulanda. We are heading for real fight in that parliament. Because there's a lot of rubbish things happening in that parliament. A lot of rubbish things happening in that parliament. And I miss that parliament. Because by this time the speaker would have behaved herself. If I was there, the speaker would have behaved herself. I miss that parliament. Right now, I miss the parliament right now. So, there's nothing that we have seen so far. The lawlessness in parliament is because of the first speaker, Madam Neri Muti, and the third speaker, Mr. Moyo. Those are the two officers who have destroyed parliament. Parliament is something we should respect as a country. But Neri Muti and Moyo, that is not a playing field. Okay? That is not a playing field. That parliament is supposed to be respected. And we should have a separation of powers between parliament, judiciary, and the executive. No, but today, which is very dangerous. Which is very dangerous. Tapadi work checking omunankwe. Bonse bali fe pamopen. How can you work like that? How can you work like that? And the only hope which we have as Zambians, our hope is in the judiciary. That is our hope, where our hope is. In the judiciary. That is where our hope is. And we want to urge the people of Zambia to support the courts. And we want the courts to defend democracy, the constitution. As they defend the constitution, they are defending and protecting the people of Zambia. If I'm a politician, I want to address the judiciary. If I'm a politician, people sometimes who come to you to tell you, do this. Apply your own mind. Analyze the case according to its demerits and merits and make a decision. Don't follow the politicians. The politicians, they can put this country on fire. Because most of the politicians, they don't think, they want to think through their egos. They want to show who is the boss. Who is a boss? There is nothing being a boss in the political field. We are leaders. We are not bosses. We are leaders, and we have to show leadership to the people. So, as I said in my preamble, that President Hakainde Hichilema will not be touched, because for us, we are going to show leadership. And showing leadership is to make sure that we respect the former president and we govern the country according to the will of the people of Zambia. I thank you.
Do you have any other questions, please? I saw a hand at the back. All right, with that being said, colleagues, we've come to the end of this press briefing. We are so much thankful to you all, and once more, we apologize for starting late.